And just like that, we're live again. I'm going to shut this door in case someone does come in and talk to you today. Okay, I'll pick it up on the back. If any of y'all are watching the replay, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, smash that like button. Man, I'm having a PVC episode right now. Usually don't have them on camera, or I won't get on camera, but I got this heart monitor on. It's picking it up. It's all good. I'm an old man. But look at those white girls. Yeah. They're beautiful, ain't they? Man. I want to talk about these today. There's a reason. I'm going to eat them also. Let's cut them open and see what they look like. Oh, look at that. Oh, the smell on them. Look at that. They're pretty darn white. They usually get a cream color. Sometimes they'll be a darker cream, almost a yellow. Other times they'll be really, really white. Like white. Now the white Reapers that I've got are white, like whiter than this. But pretty darn white, right? Steve is sending me a message. Steve, jump on my live. I don't got no way to answer him back. I haven't figured out how to answer people back. We got some dogs with some mustard on them. Very, very simple, basic lunch. But so I showed you the peppers. What's up, Robert? It's lunch with Uncle Bull Cow. What's up, Byron? All right, so puts the pepper on the dog. It does this when it's told. Now, why are we talking about these today? Because I just thought they were beautiful, so I took a picture of them. You know what? You can get isolated seeds to this from Refine and Fire chilies. Now, these aren't from Refine and Fire chilies, but they originally were. Let me explain. The pheno on this. Watching from Australia, awesome. The pheno on this definitely does not say Moruga scorpion. Totally not. Right? On either one of them, this is half of the other one. I got the other half on the hot dog. So, what I want to talk about today is phenos, the pheno police, dirty, filthy renamers, and everything in between. So, check this out. No, AD, I have not, but I will in this video. We're going to talk, because we're going to talk about this in the White Knight. That's right. Anyways, so why do these not look like your typical Moruga phenotype, right? Why does it look like that? Why does this look like that? We'll start off with the pheno police. The pheno police would say, that's not a Moruga white scorpion. And they would show a picture from Google or a picture of the perfect pheno that they got. And they would say, this is a Moruga scorpion. Ship chomper in the building. That's what they would say. Okay? So, hold on, guys, 1 second.
So, how am I supposed to pay?
Just take that up to food. I just give it to my customer service. All right. So, anyways, so that's where the pheno police come in and they say, that's not the perfect pheno. That's not what it looks like. That must be a bastard. It must be a cross. Well, I can tell you this. A guy named Jonathan Racy, back in 2021, he bought seeds from Refined and Fired Chili, who has the best reputation for isolation. Everything always grows true. Okay? From what I've grown. And other people too. He got isolated seeds. He sent me some pods. Some of them looked more Moruga, some of them didn't. Looked like kind of like a white habanero. I kept seeds. I grew those seeds out. Kept seeds again. Gave some to my friend. He grew them out. Lo and behold, most of the peppers on the plant now look like a white habanero. Okay. So you got some people that would say, I'm not going to grow that again because I didn't like the phenos. Then you got other people that are the dirty, filthy renamers. That's right. They're the ones that'll come in and say, well, since it doesn't look like a white Moruga, I'm going to say I crossed pepper Y with pepper Z, and now we have this, and they'll give it a name and, try to take credit for it. And who knows what other kind of lies they'll make up. Pepper community is full of it. Full of renamers. I'm telling you, I won't even review peppers from certain people or something that I'm unsure of. I'm not even going to do it. I've done it in the past. Trust me. I've reviewed a lot of renamed stolen crap. But the dirty, filthy renames will come in and say, oh, it's the great white shark. F10. We've been working on this for years and all this crap. And the pheno police aren't going to say anything because the pheno police, they already said it's not a white Moruga. The renamers will get some dumb people. Sorry. They'll get some ignorant people or some dumb, combination of both, to come in and say, they'll get some people that they'll say, they don't know any better. Some people are just misinformed or not informed, right? We've all been there. I'm telling you, when I first got involved in the pepper community, I was reviewing peppers from people that were stealing and renaming stuff. I have went back and took down a lot of those videos or marked them private, at least. But yeah, man, people come in the pepper community in 2020, 2021, and a year later they got 10 crosses and they're experts in all this bullshit. So that's what I want to talk about. Then a lot of people will put in the pepper groups, they'll put white scorpion or white Moruga off pheno, right? They're letting you know that's not the perfect pheno. Now I know where these seeds originally came from, and I know that the year, Kevin, what's up? I know the year I got them, they were from isolated seeds, and the pepper that I kept the seeds from looked like this, okay? And so I know what it is. I've also eaten white Morugas with the perfect pheno. They taste exactly the same. There's no questions in my mind. I don't have any doubts about it. But you will get people that'll say, that's not that. That's, And this is how we end up with, you know, 20, 30 different dragon's breaths, right? You had this dragon's breath chili out of England. People couldn't get seeds in time, and they wanted to say that they had it in the U.S. because it was popular. It was supposed to be a pepper that could kill you. It was, 2.4 million. And so what happened? People took off Pheno Reapers and all kinds of other peppers, and they just sold seeds as dragon's breath. We don't know how many people did that. So, yeah, that's right. You know what? I've only done a couple of crosses. I can't do it anymore, man. I had the last one I did, like I had to bring the plant inside, sit down with my glasses on. Even my vision was even a little bit better back then, and emasculate that flower, and then put get the pollen off the other one, and then all of that. What I did, and I was doing, it wasn't just a cross; it was an experiment also, and then put the jewelry bag over it. And anyways, that pepper, Mrs. Bocow ate it, or had it sitting on a table, and she just ate it. And so, but anyways, that I did one other one manually. I did two, but one of them it could have been pollinated by something else because I didn't emasculate. I waited till the flower started to open with the pollen. But that's just not my thing. There's so many people out there doing it, man. And I'm sorry, you got all these people that think they're gonna rename something and be the next Ed Curry, or they are going to. I lost a little piece of that pepper, but we still got enough to cover the whole freaking hot dog. Look at that. It's like sauerkraut. What's up, Jeremy? So anyways, yeah, there's so many people that like they want to cross things and think I'm gonna, get the Guinness, or I'm gonna at least say that I'm going for the Guinness, or they want to rename stuff and say the same crap. You're not Ed Curry, okay? That day is over. That day is over. You might be able to pick up a little 20, 30 followers, maybe 40 customers for some new creation, new seed you got out there, and you're like, this is going to be the best. It's the world's hottest pepper, or this is peppers, blah blah blah, and X, Y, and Z. So what? You're going to sell what? 30, 40 seed packs. Some people are going to grow it, then they're going to keep seeds out of them peppers next year, and maybe it'll go branch out a little bit over a couple years' time. Maybe it won't. There's too much out there. The pepper world is oversaturated right now. It's oversaturated. It's not like back in the day when you had Troy Primo and Butch Taylor, and a few other people playing around crossing peppers. Their pepper at the time was rare, okay? And those guys were well respected. They were known. They had a solid foundation. Nowadays, you get people that just jump online. They get 1,000 followers. Next thing you know, they're pepper masters. So, yeah, everybody can do it. And I see people, they really, really think they're going to get, they really believe in their heads that they're going to get famous off of, cross-pollinating two vegetables. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But I thought about it today. I seen those two white scorpions. Look at that. And I said, man, those are pretty. And I said, you know what? I'm going to eat them on camera. I'm going to give the backstory. Where did they come from? Why did they not have that Moruga Pheno, right? But I know, because I'm the one that took the seeds out of an isolated pepper, okay? And I capped them, grew them again, and my buddy grew them. And that's the same one. You know. Whew. It's a nice burn. Anyways, I'm supposed to be talking about the pepper, and I am talking about the pepper. But I said about the white knight. The white knight is mystery. Um, so I don't know the guy that crossed it. I just know that um, I got isolated seeds to it. Supposedly, the guy that crossed it was gonna or did name something else that, and so there was some confusion, but it was already released, and the seeds were out there, and I bought isolated seeds to that twice. But I really love that pepper, and I will continue to grow it every year. Um, I think it's got a really decent burn to it. It's hotter than a habanero. It's a real neutral pepper. You can put it in anything. Uh, so that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? But I like mostly heirlooms. But the White Knight, that's something that got. Whether or not it was intention for that to be that pepper, we don't know. But they ended up saying, hey, you know, we're going to continue to grow it.
I just need maintenance to get me a roll of
But,
trash bag cartons.
Ooh, nice burn going on. So anyone that's not had white peppers before, they have like I don't know how to explain the flavor. It's not really citrusy. It's good. It's good. It's like some people say vanilla, and I don't think it really tastes like vanilla. I think it's just the color makes us think of vanilla. But it's just great, man. If you've ever had a white pepper, let me know in the comments. Yeah, and now don't get me wrong. There's people that get accidental crosses, and if you get something that is clearly, it's not just off pheno, it's not a revert to another color, it's not a color variant. You literally get some, and you know you kept the seeds out of this Scotch bonnet, and you get something the next year that's long and thin, and the phenos are all over the place. You know for a fact, and you know that thing crossed. You know what? You want to give it a name? Feel free, and just say it was Scotch bonnet crossed with something. I don't know what. You know, it's long, so I had Ghost and Cayennes growing. They could have crossed one of those, but you never know. You know, I don't have a problem with that. What I've got a problem with is people buying peppers, finding an off pheno, and they rename it. And they go off, like just off the deep ends on this. They just want to be famous, and it's prideful and it's evil. So the renamers, dirty, filthy renamers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how it goes. They are. Yes, that's right, Chris. Mellow, and they got a tang to them. Oh, Greg, you got to try some white ones, man. They're good. But anyways, I got to get going, guys. I'm just on my lunch break, and I gotta jump in. Uncle Boca, freaking love.